Hello and welcome. I'm Willyouwork from Reddit, and this is my 2021 Excel bullet journal or Bujo planner, whatever you want to call it. This is what I use because I have terrible penmanship, and I like what Writer Carol has set up. So, again, this is for the two groups of people, those who will be printing this out and augmenting it to their needs, and those who will just be keeping it digital and still augmenting it to their needs. I will be going over the augmentations, but first thing we're going to do is just go over each individual section. So first, up here, you have the workout tracker. There is nothing automated about this. This is just you can print it out and fill it in as you will. I realized my last YouTube template had a breakdown of what the exercise was, sets, reps, distances, all that. Found I wasn't really using it like that. It was just easier for me to write in what I'd done, and if I wanted to be specific, then I could. But having the rest of it in there was just too much pressure, so I took it out. Now, if you don't want a workout section, you can just feel free to delete this entire thing, and you won't hurt anything. It'll be gone, and that's it. Alright, so that's the workout section. Now we're going to go to the weekly roll-up. So this has also changed from my last YouTube video. I had 10 appointment reminder whatever slots. Found that was a bit too much. I never had more than maybe 3 things going on in a day. So I've only got the 3 slots. Now, very strong word of caution here for those of you who are going to start going in and changing this however you want. Please pay close attention to the blank spaces. Okay? Just because they are blank does not mean there isn't anything in there. Okay? Click around. If you want, go into, where is it? I can't remember where it is. Oh, here. On formulas, show formulas, and this will show formulas in all the cells that I have hidden. I'm not going to do that now because that'll just be a lot. So definitely recommend that if you're going to start moving things around so you can see where all the hidden code is. I've also got a few hidden columns, so make sure to click across the columns and unhide as needed. But back to the weekly roll-up. If you feel like you need more than 3 for this, feel free to go ahead and get rid of these. You can put this someplace else. This is no longer a hydration tracker. I moved that down here. These are how I check off my daily routine tasks, which get tracked in the tracker over here. Now, things that get tracked in the tracker are my routines, my daily chores, my weekly chores, when my to-dos are accomplished, and my hydration tracker. And that's something that we'll go into a little later. Okay, as you can see, I've already got a couple items showing up in my weekly roll-up. So first, Dad's birthday. It's not, but we'll go ahead and say it is. Say I have a dental appointment on a Sunday. It's a very kind dentist to be open on a Sunday. And they're highlighted here. Now the current week is shown in gray. The current month will be a rainbow because it is still November, as you can see, Monday, November 30th. It's a rainbow color. The next month is also a rainbow color, just so you know that it's coming up. Now once tomorrow is December, then this will be the rainbow color, and this will be gray, and that'll be gray because it'll be the next month. As you can see, all of these events are showing up because I have this projected out for 31 days. That's just for you guys because I don't really have much going on in this template planner. Usually for me, you click right here, and I only project out about 2 weeks. So as you can see, everything within the next 2 weeks from the end here, which is shown here, 019, sorry, right here, K12. So 14 days from this, that's what you're going to get. Okay? So that'll do plus 6, that'll do plus 14, and that'll give you those dates. There's nothing automated about the daily here. If you want less tasks, you can. If you want more tasks, go ahead. It's all right here. Sorry, that's not supposed to be there. All right. So you can fill this out as much as you want and it'll show up here. Over here for your weekly tasks, these will not change, but come January, these will automatically fill out. The reason they're not filled out now is because my DTR chores don't start until January 3rd. Let's go back to the weekly. Once that happens, these will be automated. So for that to happen, right now, we're November. And as you can see, you don't need to come in here anymore and type in what the date is. You can just go ahead and do this. If you don't want your date starting on a Monday, then you can change it to a 1, and it'll start on a Sunday. And that'll change the dates over here too, as you can see. I like mine starting on a Monday. For me, the weekend is Saturday and Sunday. So there we go, back to 2. If your planner has the Julian dates and you don't want them, just feel free to delete them. You're not going to break anything. Same thing with the weekly number. Just go ahead and get rid of it. It's not going to break anything. The one you do need to be careful with is this one. If you're going to change this, either copy paste this code someplace else so you at least have it, or just be aware that you're going to have to change this manually if you get rid of this code. Okay? Alright, so back over to these. Now we're going to go to the to-do list. This will automatically fill out as you have items show up. The reason this one is a 0 is because once you go over your to-do section, I don't have anything in here. So we'll put testing the to-do list. Okay, that's in there. Back over to the weekly, and it shows up. Now, as you can see, priority lists are set to this. You do not need to assign a priority. The priorities are already determined. Anything that has to be done today will be a level 1. Anything that has to be done 7 days from today, level 2. 30 days from today, level 3. 180 or 6 months from today, or pretty much anything within the next year, is a level 4 task. And the closer that you get to the deadline will adjust the priority. Now, as you can see, this is today. It's a level 1. This is not today. That's November 12th. That's also level 1. The reason this is a level 1 is because it was a task that was assigned before and has not been accomplished. Anything that is a task that was assigned earlier and hasn't been accomplished is going to remain at a level 1 status. So we are going to, there we go. Now all of your level 1s are on top, your level 2, your level 3, your level 4. Once these tasks have been accomplished, all you have to do is come over here and put in X, and no, you don't want to do that. You do that, you're going to get this message here. Please enter a date, and it needs to be between January 21st, or January 1st, 2021, and December 31st, 2021, because this is for the 2021 year. So let's retry. 1-1-21, and there's your date. Just status ascending clears it. So it doesn't really clear it. What's going to happen is that task is going to go all the way down here. Okay, don't worry about it showing up so much here. But it also means that it no longer shows here. So as you knock them off and reorganize them, they're going to slowly disappear from here. And as the more you add, will slowly increase. Like I said, these priority numbers will adjust as you get closer to your deadline. And if you don't accomplish what's on the deadline, it's going to stay as a 1 priority. All right, so back to the weekly. That's how the to-do section works. Hydration, there's nothing really magical about this, just as you drink water, juice, coffee, whatever, mark it, and it'll be tracked in your tracker under the hydration section. Okay, now we're going to go over to the bills and savings tracker. So the way this works is as the current month shows up, it's going to show bills for that month. The way I use it is if I'm trying to make a purchase and I know my mortgage has been paid, but I can't remember off the top of my head what the number is. It's going to tell me. If I want to go buy, say I'm thinking about buying a new TV, but I know my car payments haven't come in, I can see when they're due and how much. Now, if they haven't come in, then I know they're still due. And I can go into any one of my expense trackers to see roughly how much I pay in car payments. So $750 a month. I have 2 cars. All right. Now this is for January. The reason they're not populating here is because this is set up for November. And these, the code here and here is going to expect or only show the expenses for that month. I don't have any expenses for 2021 November, but I do have some set up for January. So we're going to go in here real quick, grab this code, all right, Control C, Control V, and we'll go ahead and start this at January. As you can see, the month is now rainbow. The current week is highlighted. Martin Luther King Day is the next event I have coming after this. My tasks for that month have shown up. And look, the mortgage. Okay, so that tells me my mortgage was paid on the 2nd of January. This tells me that any savings or investments or emergency funds that I had set up have already happened. And it highlights these months as well to let me know in the past when they have happened. So this is going to be associated with your numbers page right here. And this is an annual tracker of all of your expenses. Okay. So go back to the weekly, grab this, Control C, delete. All right, there we go. All right, so that's how that section works out. If you are going to change any of these, be sure to go to your numbers section and change it over here, because this is what populates this drop down. Okay. Also make sure that you change it here too. So this rollover is going to show on all of your expense months, and this is the ideal. Ideal is what you would like to spend. The rollover was brought to me by an idea between YNAB and T-Mobile, to where you have a set amount of money for that month, and if you don't use all of it, it rolls over to the next month. Or if you use more than you should, it gets deducted from the next month as well. So as you progress, you'll either have money left over, or you'll be in the red, and you can see what categories that is. That's how these expense pages are set up. So let me show you. That's not the right one. Unhide. December. So as you can see, quite a lot of money left in the rollover because there hasn't been anything to take out of it. But as you start adding expenses, these numbers will decrease. That's how this works. And if you need to go in here and change the ideal at any point in time, go ahead. You're not beholden to any of this. The only thing the ideal doesn't touch is this section here, which is money coming into you via paycheck, checks from relatives, money you've transferred to your checking account via maybe investments or moved money from savings, the dividends you earn on your account, any refunds you've got from purchases or some utilities or rebates or whatever. That's how those work. Okay. Just put the date, whatever the purchase is, the category. You don't even need to have the purchase here. It's just for FYI. Notes. So I have an entertainment section here, and this is generally what I spend on my entertainment, is Amazon, iTunes, dining out, PayPal, and one-off little purchases. That's why I have a note section for that. Okay, and then you just enter your amount. And all the things that are populated in these expense months are going to be placed in here. So that's how that works. All right. And once again, this is the savings tracker. This will highlight the savings as the expense months get filled out, so you can see whether or not money's been put in there or whatever. Your notes section, pretty much the same as the workout up top. Just manually fill it out. Completely up to you. Page 2, your meal planner. So I've set this up a little differently. Before I was doing sort of a random generated thing. I liked the idea, didn't like how it was working, so I redid it. For my meal planner, I have it broken into 3 sections. I have light meals, heavy meals, and family meals. Light meals are going to be maybe salad and soup, something that's going to be maybe 1 or 2 servings per person. My heavy meals are going to be something that I can probably eat for the rest of the week, me and my family. And then you've got the family meals, which is something that everybody likes. It's pizza, it's lasagna, it's... Well, I'll go in here and show you. Alright, so heavy. I've got gumbo, I've got mac and cheese, I've got chicken and rice, shepherd's pie, spaghetti bolognese. Just those kinds of meals, which to me are heavy. Those are things I'm going to feel full afterwards. Then you've got light meals. Let's see. Clam chowder, Nordic salmon, farfalle and broccoli, cheese quesadillas. These are just kind of light little pickies things. Very healthy, very... You'll feel full, but you're not going to feel bad about it later. And then the family favorites. 1 pot cheeseburger pasta, chili mac and cheese, garlic noodles with beef and broccoli. Then I have the location or link to where that recipe is, so that way I know where to find it, and it's also going to populate here. Any notes I have for those specific recipes will populate here and are grabbed from the table over here. So as you can see, you can fill this out to your heart's content, what the recipe is, where you got it from, if it's from memory, if it's from Pinterest, if it's from a specific website, what kind of food it is for you, a light, heavy, or family, what the main ingredient is it a pasta dish, is it a chicken dish, is it beef, is it seafood, what the cuisine is, how would you rate it. I've got the rating system over here if you want. And then you can just add the notes. Let's see, for this one, garlic noodles with beef and broccoli. So I got that from Budget Bites, and it takes about 30 minutes to make. Okay, just fill out this massive table, and then I've got about 20 recipes per section, or at least for slots for that. Let's go back over to the weekly. And this is a ran between. So these will generate randomly, or you can just set them up as a drop-down box. Wildcard Friday, it's cuisines. You can either order one of these 3, or you can try and make it yourself. Saturday is a leftovers day, and then Sunday, whatever. Your shopping list, self-explanatory, pin it in as needed. The master cleaning list, pretty sure this is self-explanatory as well. Alright, anyway, that's the quick breakdown of all of this. I'll be making another video to go into the more detailed sections of how these work. There are a couple pages in here I didn't go over, the reading list, the Cal 2021, the needs, wants, gifts. I can go over those if you want, but these 3 pages are not linked to this in any way. They're just additionals for me, or gee whiz items. Anyway, that's all I have for now. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave comments or contact me via my Reddit at Willyouwork. Thank you.